Hello students, in the previous module, that is module number 1, we have already studied what are meristematic tissue, different types and how this meristematic tissue helps in the formation of root apex. Now, in this particular presentation, that is module number 2, we will going to see about the shoot apical meristem. Myself, Suraksha Dongrikar, Assistant Professor, St. Xavier College, Mapsa, Goa. Outline: meristematic tissue system, significance and regulation of tissue differentiation in shoot apex. Learning outcomes: the students will be able to explain the shoot apical meristem and outline different theories in shoot apex differentiation. Shoot apical meristem is also called as the shoot apex. If you see the structure in this particular diagram, here the apical meristems are present at the tip of the stem. They are terminal in position, and this apical meristem on differentiation give rise to the different organs like the leaf, stem, then axillary buds. Axillary buds are formed upon the leaf formation and stem elongation, then bud primordia, and the outermost, that is here is the apical meristem. Now, to understand how this apical meristem helps in the organization of shoot apex, there have been many theories which has been put forth. The most important theories which are applicable for the shoot apex organization, they are apical cell theory, histogen theory and tunica corpus theory. First we will see about the apical cell theory. This theory was given by Hofmeister in the year 1957. So according to this theory, apical meristem is made up of a single apical cell. This apical cell undergoes posterior division and forms various tissues of the shoot. This particular theory has a background as it is applicable only in the cryptogams like in algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes. Now, if you see here in this particular diagram, this is the apical cell which undergoes the posterior division and forms into the various derivatives. These derivatives later on, upon undergoing differentiation, give rise to the different organs of the shoot, like for example the leaf primordia. Next is the histogen theory. This theory was given by Hansen in the year 1870. According to this theory, the apical meristem first forms the promeristem, and this promeristem later on differentiates into group of cells which are called as histogens, and there are three important histogens which are formed: dermatogen, peribelum and plerome. Dermatogen is the outermost layer. It is uniseriate, that is single layer, which later differentiates into epidermis. Next is the peribelum, which is the middle layer. It is the massive layer which undergoes divisions in various planes to form the core, that is the stela region. And the innermost is the plerome. This is composed of the isodiametric cells which upon differentiation forms the cortex. So as you see in this diagram, here in the schematic diagram, if you see, the outermost layer, that is dermatogen, undergoes division in two planes and forms the uniseriate layer which is called as the epidermis upon differentiation. Next is the peribelum. Peribelum is the middle layer which undergoes divisions in various planes and forms the central massive core which gives rise to the stela region. And the innermost is the plerome which undergoes division in only one plane and give rise to the cortex. Next is the tunica corpus theory, which was given by Smith in the year 1924. According to tunica corpus theory, there are two distinct zones in the meristematic cell. The tunica, which is the cover, and the corpus, which is the central core. Tunica is made up of smaller cells. They are single layered, and this upon differentiation give rise to epidermis, which helps in the growth of the surface. Then second is the corpus, which is the central core layer. It is made up of larger cells which are irregularly arranged, and they divide in various planes to form the hypodermis and the vascular system. As you can see in this particular schematic diagram, the outermost is the tunica layer. This undergoes division in two planes and forms the outermost single layered epidermis. And the corpus, which is the innermost layer, undergoes division in various planes to form the ground tissue, that is the vascular system and the hypodermis. So students, in this particular presentation we have seen how the apical meristem divides and differentiates to form the shoot apex. So here are some of the references. Thank you.